everyone, Dr. Sipalo here. Today is day 3 of the Tiny Feet, Big Steps conference, and we're excited for yet another day of lots of interesting training and lots of interesting people. So with me now I have Dr. Nora. So hi Nora.
Yep.
How are you doing?
Oh, great.
All right. Could you please tell us a bit about yourself and your background?
Okay. I'm Dr. Norah Nyah. I am an internist and the Chief Medical Officer of Mbozu Baptist Hospital in Cameroon. I trained in China, where I got my MBBS. That's Tianjin Medical University in China. Following that, I returned to Cameroon, where I served as a house officer for 2 years, then went into an internal medicine residency program for 4 years. And I did graduate from the internal medicine residency program in 2016. So I have been serving as an internist for over 8 years. Why am I here today? At the institution where I serve, we don't have pediatricians. So internists and house officers responsible for taking care of the pediatric patients. And we also shoulder the work in the NICU. So I just became passionate about learning more about pediatrics and neonatology, because as a physician, it's heartbreaking when you see a patient and you can't help. It's difficult for us to turn away the children, to turn away the premature babies, to go elsewhere for care. So I saw the need to learn more about pediatrics and about neonatology. This is actually my second time to this conference. I was here last year, and I learned a lot of things. It was very informative. I went back, we started implementing some of the things at our institution, and we've actually seen outcomes improving. And I became so passionate and came back this time around to learn more so I can be able to share more with other colleagues, and we continue to improve on the care of pediatrics and neonatology at our health facility.
That's such an inspiring story of how you saw a need and you're like working towards filling that gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
So we're at the midway through the conference, and you having been here before and now this is the second year, how are you feeling so far about the conference?
I keep learning. You know, in the practice of medicine, we never can learn enough. I felt I learned a lot last year, but this year I'm learning even more. So I believe there is still more to learn as the days unfold.
Nice. Looking back at your experience last year versus this year, how do you think the conference is changing, or how do you think you've changed through the years of now going through this continuous professional development? Would you just share a bit on that?
I think the speakers are great. Each time we have even new information, as we have evidence, there new evidence coming out every day, and people are updating protocols and treatment guidelines. So I think I'm learning some new things again that I didn't learn last year. So it's inspiring, and I see that in this practice of medicine, we have to keep looking and searching for new information and updating our knowledge. So it's very, very inspiring.
I am inspired, honestly.
Thank you.
And lastly, I really enjoyed this conversation, but I'd just like to ask you one more question. What are your thoughts, or rather hopes and expectations, as the conference continues and will end soon? What are you thinking in that regard?
Well, I'm expecting to do more and more networking with people. When we come like this, we meet people for the first time. We get to know the challenges they are facing, where they work, the successes they've registered, and sometimes we are able to place ourselves in their own shoes as well, because there are times that we feel like some of the challenges we are facing are peculiar to us, and just getting to know that some people are facing the same challenges, and then getting to know how they are navigating through those challenges, it's encouraging for us. And yeah, it helps us to grow and not feel discouraged. So I hope to do more networking in the days ahead and keep learning from other people.
Yeah, and we'll add your email to the show notes, if that's okay.
That's very fine.
Yeah, if anything, people can reach out to you.
That's
and also, I have to admit, I feel very underdressed with Nora here. Fabulous. So having a banquet today, and yeah, I have to give you props for how beautiful you look.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right, so that's it from us on day 3 of the Tiny Feet Big Steps Conference.